What's going on, everybody? Shane here, and today I'm with my buddy Steve-O, and we are heading to a place that we call the Ghost Town. It's a little fish shanty village that basically was left to kind of crumble all to its own, you know?
Well, wasn't the deal when we had that flooding a couple of years ago? Basically, they just wouldn't let the people move back in there because it floods all the time.
Yep, since all the flooding happened, they said no more building, no more fish fries, no more of that stuff. So I came upon it about 2 years ago, completely by accident. And we called it the Ghost Town because it was like an abandoned village and it scared the crap out of me. So we've had about a 4-mile ride in, and we've got about another half-mile to go, and well, maybe a little less than a half-mile. And it's been hard on me because I have bronchitis, and Steve's been a good trooper and keeping a nice slow pace with me, but
I'm slow anyway, so.
No, he's not. But anyway, honestly, I feel better. I feel better riding. So here's our rides. I'm using the GT today. Steve's using his felt, and he has a squeaky brake. He has a squeaky brake, and it scared the deer. Yep, every time we see a deer, he slows down and it scares him. So anyway, let's get heading over there. Let's get camp set up. Let's do this. So we've been able to ride through some of this, and some of it we've had to lift our bikes up through. It's been pretty nasty. Sand underneath us. Oh yeah. Good thing for the wide tires. Well, we're not sure if we passed it or not, so I'm gonna climb up here, try to take a look. Everything is literally so overgrown. It's hard to tell. Like,
The weeds are as tall as we are.
you can't even see Steve, and he's like right behind me. So I'm gonna climb this, see if I can see something.
See anything?
I can't see anything. I thought it was right there. I didn't think it was on this leg. I thought it was right there, past that big oak.
We can try going that way.
Or big oak, it's a silver maple. Past that big silver maple. Okay, let's go that way. I'm not coming back up the way I came. That was kind of crazy. Well, it looks like what happened was the city, or probably the county, wasn't it? Probably the county came through and they cleaned up all the shanties that were all over here. I actually had to go back into Google history to find out the location of where this place was. And thank God I have LTE here, 4G. And I actually was able to pinpoint myself on Google Maps here, and this is where the shanty little village used to be, but it looks like they came through here and cleaned it all up.
Which makes perfect sense. We follow the road, what was left of it, the trail through the weeds and everything to here.
Yep.
And then it just seemed like the road ended. And then we're sitting here looking for the place, and makes sense.
They did a good job cleaning it up. We saw a couple things like some ropes on trees, and I think that one rope that I was pointing to in one of my videos I did, there was a rope swing or a tire swing on a tree, and pretty sure that's what the rope was that we saw. And I thought we were getting closer, but you know what? We're by the river. It's starting to get dark. My phone, I'm using my phone, is actually doing a really good job of, the river's right there. It's actually doing a good job of keeping, look how lit up that is.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to travel this way, probably a little bit farther, and get a spot to put our hammocks up and make some food. Score. Alrighty, well, we found our spot. It's not pretty, but we actually really kind of like it. It's dark, so I'm gonna hang from here to here. There's nothing dead above me, and I think Steve is gonna go from, where are you gonna go from, Steve? There. Right here? Oh, right there? Oh, it's right over here with me. Cool.
This will be our common area.
Yeah, this will be our common area. And the good thing about this is one of the very, very few areas that we found that, yeah, tonight, that literally does not have waist to shoulder to even above our head high grass. And the cool thing is I have a wood stove, and look at all this wood. Wood. Cool. So here's my old cheapo sleeping pad or sleeping bag I'm using, but attached to it, my stove. We'll get into that in just a little while, but I wanted you guys to see how easy that is to carry. I mean, can't say that this is bulky at all. Steve's setting up a stove, and yes, he carried charcoal with him all those miles on the bike.
Only a little bit though.
And he still carried charcoal with him. That's a trooper right there. That is a trooper. What stove are you using, Steve?
It's just a generic. I don't even know who makes is the Solo stove that makes one like this? Or no?
Well, similar, yeah.
It's just a
Solo stove, Wildwood stove.
It's off of Amazon, and you know Amazon always has like 100 of one thing. Just different names for everything.
Oh yeah. Have you used this with charcoal before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you know what you're doing then, huh? Cool.
It works.
I know a lot of people like that stove. I have one similar to it myself. So I have maybe a little too many stoves, but I do have one similar to this, and I'm sure a lot of people will be interested to see it using charcoal and what you're gonna do with it. So it's gonna be sweet. While you're setting up, I'm gonna come over here. Here is my setup for the night. Can't really see it that well, but I've got the E&O Guardian. I've got the Grand Trunk Ultralight. I've got sleeping pad and sleeping bag and my pillow in there. So I'll show you guys. I have this sleeping pad, which hopefully I won't be. Let me do something here. Hopefully I won't be using the pad for much longer, because I tell you what. Oh, let me get focused here. So anyway, my phone got all wonky on me. So hopefully I won't be using the sleeping pad much longer. I'm actually not using my insulated one. I'm just using my Thermarest Ridge Rest. I slept without the pad, and had a liner underneath, similar to an underquilt. I slept amazing, absolutely amazing. These things are decent, and I've used them for years, but it's definitely something that after you get away from using one, that you really don't want to use another pad again unless you have to. But what I want to show you is this pillow here. It's by Nature Hike. Got it off Amazon. Check this valve out. Watch this. You see that? It's just a button. You can push it in, and you can drain it. Super easy, or click it to air it back up real quick. Whatever firmness you prefer, and it just snaps together. And I can't remember the exact amount of money I paid for it, so I don't want to tell you what I did pay for it, but I tell you what, it was not much at all, and it's super comfortable. I absolutely love it. I really look forward to putting my head on it at night. So I want to say I paid under $20 for it, under $25 for it for sure. a far cry from other pillows that are like this. So if you prefer to use a pillow and it packs up like something to the size of your hand, so if you prefer a pillow, this is Nature Hike. Check them out. Like I said, I bought it on Amazon. That Lucy light is doing an awesome job of lighting up our camp area. Steve's over there doing some testing right now. Got some stuff going on. I am breaking out another stove. Go figure, huh? This is something that a lot of you have already seen me use the big brother to this, and you know what? I told you when I used the big stove that I wanted to get the junior version. So this is the Little Bug Junior, and it's envelope style case. I'm kneeling on that thing. Anyway, inside of the case comes the pot sling, and this is for using like your Trangia burner or any other type of like a white gas or alcohol stove. Not white gas. Alcohol stove. With the Little Bug Junior kit. So the same as the larger senior. I'll use this in the morning probably, so you'll see it in action. And once again, instructions like seriously like no other. They're very, very, very informative with this. So you get the stove, there's no way you would ever be confused. Hey Steve, feel how light this stove is. I'm doing it one-handed, but this is the stove as a whole. Feel how light that is.
Oh, that's cool. It's nice. Is it
Yeah.
stainless?
Yep. Watching I put it together, it's pretty neat. I'm gonna set the high sitting, which refers the pot stand sits inside the stove there, which is how high it is from here to here, here to there. Had the bug biting on me. So really simple to set up, super fast. Do the same thing over on the other side depending on what pan height you want. And then that little rivet goes into the hole over here. Like that. And then the same thing over here on this side, if I can do it for the camera. Make sure you're lined up here. And that's it, stove is together. So I don't want to burn the ground or scorch the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bad boy right here, which is really, really cool. I'm not going to hang it, but I love this. So it's like that. And you bring it right around for the base. Like that. I'm being blinded here, sorry. So, like that. And then see how it pitches it a little bit? Like that. Makes a bowl. Take 1, 2, 3. Then you set your stove on the outside of those, inside of the rivet, outside of the chain. So that way if you did want to hang your stove, you could actually hang it. But that essentially is the same for the junior as it is for the senior. I like this. Protects the ground from getting scorched. Or you can hang it from a tree. For dinner tonight, we're gonna do some Idahoan roasted garlic mashed potatoes. I'm only gonna use half of this, but this is stuffing. And we're gonna make some chicken. And we're gonna make some gravy. So some chicken, mashed potatoes, stuffing. Sounds delightful. So this is my Keith Titanium 1.2 liter pot. I'm gonna fill this up with water. I normally only use it, I started to wash it out, but I normally only use this for alcohol, so I'm gonna put it right here on this bad boy though, I don't care. Same thing with this little bug Junior is you can just sit here and just keep on feeding it wood. It is just literally it's a pit, and you just keep on feeding it. And I'm gonna stock it up pretty good like I've been doing here, so that way when I put my water on there I'm not having to feed it. There will be room, as you can see when I put the pot up here, there will be room for me to continue to feed the fire, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so the water's done boiling. I've got, well, it's not done boiling, it is boiling. I've got my mashed potatoes, my stuffing, my gravy, and my chicken. So I'm gonna pull this off. It's not too hot. It is a little bit warm, so I'm gonna use a little bug. Case has a nice little pot handle. And I'm gonna heat that chicken up just a little bit. Not gonna cook it, but I just want to heat it up. It's already cooked, so. And yeah, so we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna add a little water to our other food. All right, well, per tradition, here goes the first bite roll. Now, since I have everything in all these different dishes, I didn't bring my plate like I normally would. I'm gonna scooch my stuffing over. Oh.
That was the first bite.
That was the first bite of stuffing, but not of everything else. So we'll do that. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculously great. So I'm gonna take some of this gravy here. You know what, I'm just gonna spoon it right over there. Oh yeah, just dump it. Steve, it's ridiculously good. Yeah, it's another first bite. I can't help it. I'm hungry. It's 11 o'clock at night and you had me riding my bike all over the place. So I'm going to take this chicken and the stuffing and these mashed potatoes, and they're all in my canteen. And I'm going to take a big, huge, official everything first bite. Is that a new one? Maybe not. Here we go. It's like Thanksgiving in my mouth. It's great. Good morning. We had to wake up at about 2 o'clock in the morning and scramble to get our tarps and put them over our hammocks. It started raining on us pretty good. We looked at the forecast. We were like, well, I'm not gonna put my tarp up. Are you gonna put your tarp up? He's like, well, maybe not. Let's look at the forecast. No rain, clear night. 2 o'clock in the morning comes. Started pouring on us. So I threw my hammock on top, my tarp on top. He got his tarp on top. I've got the Funky Forest tarp from Grand Trunk. Steve, you've got what, the Hennessy hammock hexagon tarp. That's what he's got. So anyway, it started pouring on us. I mean, like literally pouring on us. So we went back to sleep and slept good because there's nothing better than sleeping underneath a tarp. But here's the funny thing. Just a little bit ago, I had to call Steve over to help me because I had some water puddle up on top of my tarp. My guy line for my net somehow, I don't know if my tarp shifted from the wind or whatever, but somehow my tarp got on the other side and it caused a pocket, and that pocket puddled, and I went to tap that puddle out, and when I did, I pulled my stake out of the ground, and that puddle was like floating above my face. So Steve had to come and rescue me. It wouldn't have been good. I would have had all that water right here. So anyway, good morning. Let's do some breakfast. For the sake of demonstration and because the ground's a little uneven, the Batch Stove's Graham Weenie stove does not need to have a pot stand because of the way it's made. However, I may end up using a pot stand just to show you guys how this works on the stove. When filling the Graham Weenie, it'll pull some of the fuel up into here. So when you're filling it, you only fill this small chamber down there at the bottom. It's actually a pot hanger. You just clip these beads into the skinny slats on the side of the stove there, and then it hangs. So then when you go to drop your pot in there, pretty sweet, and then it floats your pot above your burner. Now this would be more tuned to like the Trangia burner or other burners like that. The Graham Weenie, oh, and it comes off super easy too, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. But look at the amount of room that this takes up, like nothing. I figure that'll be enough for my coffee and my eggs. Yeah, we'll just get one in there. Well, I have to use the pot holder because my handles will not go all the way down into the base of this and sit on top of the stove without hitting up underneath here. So, see, it is a good thing I had that. What do you dump it in there, man?
Ash browns. Good filler. You know, the biscuits and gravy are like really good, but I just don't think they come with enough in them. So yeah. I get a little carton of hash browns from Walmart, and I basically split it in two, and then that's a serving that I add to this. So it turns out pretty good.
What are you cooking on over there?
Trangia. And I forgot to bring my stove or anything like that, so to put it on. So I ended up using tent stakes to hold my water up. Hold my pot up.
There you go. That's good thinking. Mix. Oh man,
works good.
So what we're going to be having is we're having a breakfast skillet from Mountain House. This is the one serving. I've got some of these little Mission Street taco tortillas. And I'll take these back with me, obviously. There's plenty there. A Spam single. I got some cream. Some coffee. And she's still going. Let me see. Ooh, that looks good. All right, so here we go. First bite. This is a breakfast skillet and Spam on some street tacos. I'm gonna have to turn my light right here. Here we go. That's good. It tastes breakfast. It tastes breakfast skillety. I had a little too much water, but it'll absorb anyway. Other than that, it's good. Still got a nice time out here, chilling. We did see over there, looks like somebody was building something. But the spot that we've got is perfect. Super flat. I don't know if I'm able to get it all in there. There we go. Alrighty, well, this is us packed up. Steve-O's all loaded up. Come over here. This is where we were hanging at, right here. I'm all loaded up. This is not my actual like everyday rider bike that I use. I use this when I'm gonna be going in the woods. I've got those big meaty Cyclops tires on there. My other bike is all white, and you'll see me on that one quite a bit. Anyway, I've got my big old bottle of Sawyer permethrin. Sprayed down the hammock, sprayed down the bug enclosure. Slept really good. Got my garbage I'm bringing out of here, so not much really. I feel like it's a lot of garbage, but it's really not. So, and now we have to find our way back out. What was that? Now we have to push our way back out of where we came in. It's a good spot. We really liked it. We decided that we now have a place that we can come when we're riding here. Our biggest problem about coming here has always been finding a spot. Well, we made our way out from where we were at. I think we both decided that this is a really good spot for us to go when we're doing some bike packing, because you know we did travel quite a ways and it was getting late, and we decided, you know what, we're just gonna pull over, and then we just found this little piece of beautiful area. Not gonna lie, we tried 2 other spots first, and we just had to get away from that waist-high grass because the bugs are nasty, grass sucked, and with the tall grass, there would have literally been no place for us to cook our food, and that's kind of what we like to do, you know. We like to chill out and cook, like most people who come out. It's not everybody's thing, but it's our thing. So, we're already on the bikes, we're loaded. See you guys.